Hi, and welcome to the Spirit, the Beyond Files.
Ready to question reality? You're in the right place.
Let's dive in.
This is wild. Today, April 5th, Kawasaki released their robot horse. It kind of looks like a motorcycle, except that it has 4 legs. And instead of it using battery or gas, it is fueled by hydrogen, a clean energy, so that it can last much longer. And unlike a motorcycle or a real horse, this thing can go up and down crazy terrain like you can see here, rocks, mountains, and it's also meant to carry stuff and people. It's called Corleo, and riders can control it the same way they do a motorcycle, where they're using and shifting their center of gravity. There are also sensors in the handlebars and the foot pegs, and there's adjustable stirrups for optimal riding. Now, this thing has a navigation that also has sensors that will tell you exactly how you need to position your body for the best ride. Now, Kawasaki has not said how much this is going to cost, but they've thrown out numbers that it would be around a high-end motorcycle, so $75,000 and up. I think this thing is going to fly off the shelves as long as nobody flies off of the handlebars. My question to you is, do you want a robot horse, and where would you ride it? As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
I would absolutely love riding those things. I'm terrified of horses.
Like a real horse.
Yeah, I wouldn't go on a real horse, but that looks so cool.
It reminds me of something out of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Save a horse, ride a robot.
Or a cowboy.
Hey, what's up, America? Bringing dogs back with de-extinction. So yes, scientists have announced that they've performed the first de-extinction that's ever been recorded. So the dire wolf is a wolf that used to roam around North America about 12,000 years ago. It was a wolf that was described as having a very white coat. So scientists took the DNA from a 13,000-year-old dire wolf tooth and the DNA of a 72,000-year-old skull of a dire wolf that had had kids in the past, or puppies in the past. And this is what they made. So this is the dire wolf at the age of 2 months old. This dire wolf was created in a laboratory using the DNA from 2 different extinct dire wolves. Like I said, the sample of a tooth and the sample of a skull, both different times as well. And so here's an image of the same dire wolf at 5 months old, weighing approximately 80 pounds. This is a species that was extinct 12,000 years ago, give or take, and is now roaming once again. And here's the puppies that are asleep when they were just tiny. And here's a picture of them howling. See, there's 2 of them. And here's one being bottle fed when it was tiny. Because, it doesn't have a mom or a dad. It's from DNA samples. So the company that did this is called Colossal Biosciences, and they say they're basically the next step in evolution, which is bringing back species. And that's pretty fucking awesome, actually.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know how I feel about that, though. Should we be bringing back extinct animals?
Okay, so maybe not like Jurassic Park style. Like maybe we shouldn't be having, dinosaurs back, but like, let's get that dodo bird back.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the purpose of the dodo bird?
Alice in Wonderland.
Do they have good eggs or something?
I don't know. They're just, it's a dodo bird.
By the way, if you haven't seen it, Joe Rogan just interviewed the guy that is one of the scientists of this company that's bringing back these extinct animals. I think they're working on the mammoth next, the woolly mammoth.
I mean, that would be cool too.
Yeah.
I don't know what we'd do with the woolly mammoth, but...
You gonna learn a few lessons from us. And I'm gonna be the first one.
They look like a robot malfunction.
A chicklet?
Animatronic sort of thing. It doesn't really look like a lizard tongue.
No, but what is that?
A chip? Or so, I don't know.
Tongue with necrosis? She is a little zombie-like.
A little petrified.
Yeah.
Just what in the book of Enoch is this thing? I'm on the island of St. George Island and rode by and saw this Baphomet looking thing. And if you read the sign behind it, him, it tells you that there are 3 of these on St. George Island. 3 of them are on Glory Drive, and there's a couple of them somewhere else. But they want you to take a selfie with this thing. I'm not going to do that. And it tells you that he's guarding you from hurricanes. And not me. I'm going to trust in the one true God, Yahweh, the creator of heaven and earth. And I just renounce and rebuke this thing in Jesus' name.
Kind of weird, because it doesn't look like a gargoyle to me. It looks like a demon.
He's in pretty good shape.
A buff demon.
Yeah.
Do you want a buff demon protecting you from the hurricane, or Jesus?
You want a demon with some gains?
I've never seen in my whole life seen so many music stars just start normal and then start looking like satanic. And that's when I was really like, this is tripping me out.
Right.
Pop people. Doja Cat. She's a nice girl from the valley. Sam Smith. Justin Timberlake's last video. And I talked to a lot of people in the music business, and they talk about how the frequency of music changed in the early 40s to different megahertz and how it can be hypnotic.
I'm seeing a theme coming here.
You notice that a lot in the videos too, they get covered in a black slime. But pay attention to the frequency of music that you're listening to and what you should be listening to and what really resonates with your body and what disrupts your body.
Absolutely.
I guess it's safe to say I won't be rocking Converses anymore. So I guess now they got a Rick Owens in a Converse crossover. So you know what that means. This shit just got dark. Not just because it's a black and white picture. I meant literally dark. Y'all, just take a look at the shoe. Look right here, y'all. You can't really tell, but I got another picture for y'all. Just on how dark and demonic this shit is. We all know Rick Owens is linked to being dark. They literally call this man the Lord of Darkness. Look at the picture. This is the picture they took for Converse, for the crossover, Rick Owens and Converse. Do y'all see it? Do I have to explain it? Look at the attention to detail, y'all. It's right in your damn face. And the picture that I showed before this, that was literally how they took the picture, y'all. And this is a close-up. Look at the damn features. Look at this shit right here. You can't make this shit up. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments.
They're just putting it in our faces now.
I don't like it. And we're not getting advertised anything that's more of a love and light, and it's all just
evil.
Really evil, creepy. Why has it got to be like that?
Evil sells.
Not to me.
This is the most demonic thing I have ever seen taken place at any sporting event in my entire life. What you're looking at is a demon being summoned in the crowd on top of a satanic pentagram, and there's even demonic chants on the banners below the crowd. What you're looking at is a home game of FC Kaiserslautern, also known as FCK, and they're doing a pre-game ritual, and what you're going to see here is that people are holding up signs, and it creates a satanic pentagram. And as time goes on, you can see the person shifting the camera. On the other side, I believe those words say invincible forever. But then slowly there's a demon that's going to arise. Now, if you look at the bottom, the banners here, they say words in Latin. And if we translate them, let's see what it says. Exaudi nos Lucifer et surge ex abyss sume nimas nostra. Oh my gosh, this says, hear us, O Lucifer, and rise from the abyss, take our souls. What the heck? Now they actually say something else as Lucifer is slowly spawning from the crowd. It says, ad lucem nos Lucifer et surge ex abysso sume animas nostras. Jesus, forgive me for even saying this, but it says, to light us, O star, and arise from the abyss, take our souls. What the heck? I mean, I don't care if their mascot is like a devil or something, whatever the heck it is. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. There's got to be some evil energy going on in this game.
Like I said, we're seeing a theme here. Why though? Why?
Why take it that far? That is so elaborate.
I think hell is here on Earth.
Yeah, for sure. Or it's in the soccer.
Soccer field.
Soccer is the devil.
Is it true that they try to make you sell your soul in the music industry?
They did try to take my friend to Bohemian Grove. They did take him there. So my friend won a very big show that musicians do to get attention and get notoriety.
Like the American Idol or something like that?
Yeah, I won't say which one. He won. After that happened, they were taken out to a type of gathering where all of the big groups of people that are influential to musicians and to entertainment and politics, and they're kind of all intersecting, but they all have their own individual ones. So they all come in to do this meeting. It was a wooded area. There was somebody dressed in an owl type of, it was a female, some type of owl costume. But I don't think it was as cheesy as a costume. I think it's a ritualistic, thing that they do. And you had to either tell the people, I mean, these are influential people who could dead your career or further your career. There was a person there who the public thinks is deceased, who is alive. Some of these people you find in the biggest stories in history, and you have to decide, do I want to be a part of this ritual? And you have a choice. You walk through the door or you don't. It starts out as wanting people to hear your music, but then it turns into a monster. You have to feed it the fame, the love, the attention, the money, the houses, the cars, all the chicks, all the guys, like whatever it is that you're about. Unfortunately, I'll never know what happened because he chose not to. I grew up in LA, so I know these things go on.
So I'm wondering who the person who is allegedly dead actually isn't dead.
Yeah, well, there's probably a lot of them. But are we seeing a theme here? It's very prevalent. It's in our faces. And people are coming forward talking about it. Would you sell your soul? Let us know in the comments below.
This goes back to another video that we did a while back of people speaking into the water, and water, like they said, we can't really explain water, and it does react to what we say to it emotionally.
It holds energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's interesting. I never thought holy water would do this to parasitic beings. I've seen whiskey and Everclear do it, but never holy water. So this is cool.
And people theorize that parasites are demons. Like demons are parasites.
Hello, and welcome back to Celebrities You Didn't Know Were Kidnapped. So this is actually one of the scariest celebrity kidnapping stories I've ever heard. Today we're talking about Justin Long. This story takes place in 2007 when Justin was filming a movie in Birmingham, Alabama. Justin was out at a local bar after filming with some of the crew when he was approached by two local men. The men offered to take Justin and the production assistants to a casino, but insisted that they all drive together in their car. Justin actually didn't think much of this and agreed to go with them, but first wanted to go back to his hotel room to get some more money to gamble with. So he goes, grabs the money, gets back in the car with the guys, and the guys say that they need to make a pit stop at their house. And while they're at the house, one of them offers Justin some weed, and he takes one hit and realizes it's not weed. He starts immediately feeling like he's losing control of his body, and when he offers it back to the men, they don't want to smoke it. And it's at this point, too, that another man comes out of one of the rooms, goes, "That's the guy," grab the camera, and then they're all back in the car again. At this point, Justin's at least with it enough to know that they're not bringing him back to his hotel, even though he's begging them to. At one point, they actually drive him to the hotel, but don't let him get out and then drive away from it, sort of to like taunt him or to try to calm him down or something. He knows that things are starting to look really dire and gets this overwhelming sense that he is going to die. So what he does next is he opens the car door going 30 miles an hour and jumps out of it. And actually, he's so clumsy as he does it, he falls under the car and the car runs over his leg. But he's actually able to still get up and flag down the next car that drives by, which just happened to be a cab. The PAs that he was with were also let go at this point, and to this day he has nerve damage, but obviously it could have been so much worse. Make sure you're following along for more in this series.
I had never heard about that. Had you?
No, but I once sat behind Justin Long at a showing of The Room in New York City at a theater, and I gave him plastic spoons to throw at the screen.
What?
What the fuck happened to Jenna Ortega, y'all? This the same girl that played Wednesday? The same girl that was on a Beetlejuice movie? Y'all trying to tell me that's her? If so, that's crazy to me, y'all. She look different. Am I tripping? Look at the picture, y'all. Look at her jawline. It is a little sharp set, but look at her jaw. Look at her eyebrows. Look at her whole head. Come on, y'all. That is night and day. Can't y'all see the difference? What, she got a whole makeover or some shit? Nah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not crazy. But that don't look like Jenna Ortega to me, y'all. Look, I know people change. I know people grow up. I know they change their hairstyle, hair color. But her whole face is different. All I'm saying is, y'all know how Hollywood is. The crazy thing is, I'm not the only one that's saying this. It's numerous of people saying it. And she's been quiet. Quiet as of late. Like, not a peep. And she's normally not that quiet. Y'all can call it glow up, grow up, all you want. I'm just saying, that ain't the Jenna Ortega I know.
What is up with most of them?
Her eyebrows, you can't see them very well, and she doesn't have her bangs anymore. But a lot of the celebrities are lightening their eyebrows. Stop doing that.
Well, it's her jawline that's all weird.
Yeah.
Also, her eyes are lower. Her, forehead's bigger and her eyes are lower or something. She's not as pretty as she was.
She's got a weird vibe to her.
Something's up.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to thank all of our subscribers. We want to thank you for all the rad comments you've been leaving us and stories you've been telling us. We've been having a blast looking through them. And it's actually giving us a lot of ideas for show notes and stuff. So thank you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you could do us a solid, hit the like, the subscribe, and that little bell icon. It'll let you know every time we drop a new episode. And for that, we thank you.
Fire one of them finding dead bodies underneath my house, y'all. So this was a secret house, I call it.
This all started in March of 2025. She notices a very disgusting fragrance coming out of her drains. She lets the landlord know about the smell and he tells her it's no big deal and to just dump Fabuloso and bleach down the drains. The smell is not going away, so she decides to take it into her own hands and calls a plumber. The plumbers come out and that's when they realize these pipelines are leading somewhere else on the property. They come across this wall and they realize it's not supposed to be there. Somebody put this wall up themselves, so they have to open it. That's when they come across a horrifying discovery. An entire living space was hidden underneath her rental. Dark stains dripping down from the ceilings, windows that are boarded up from the inside and the outside, and there's also holes punched in the walls. The worst of it all is she discovers scratch marks, very deep scratch marks, along with blood stains. She says it clearly looks like a crime scene, and when she tells the landlord about it, he says it's no big deal.
Just things hidden in the house is a real, creepy thing for me.
It's one thing to have ghosts, another thing to have human body parts.
Yeah.
They could be moving.
Body parts, secret rooms, a whole other level. I'd rather have a ghost.
Yeah. Febreze ain't saving you in this situation.
No. And bleach. No.
Fabuloso.
A lot of people don't realize that video games can be vessels for something evil or negative, right? They see it as an opportunity to trick you or lure you in. Think about it. When we're playing a video game, we are focused in on this game. All of our attention goes to it. And so we don't realize what is coming through. And the people that created this game, when they're developing it, we don't know what goes on during that process. We don't know what's written into the code or the Easter eggs in the video game. So, yes, a video game can be haunted. Now, this story I heard when RD2 first came out. There was this guy, he just got the game, and he'd been playing for like a week. Well, there's a part in the game when you're in Lemonade, and you're outside of St. Denis in the swamp, where you encounter this ghost woman. And this guy said he happened to be in the swamp NWA in this general area where the woman appears. He said he was walking around when all of a sudden this woman just like jump scares and pops out onto the screen. And he said she was transparent, looked like the ghost lady you see in this area. Well, he said right after he seen her, he hears a man's voice on the game saying, "She doesn't love you." And he said he was like freaked out. So he turns the game off and he's like, you know what, I'm done for the night. And he goes to bed. Well, he said later that night, this game turned on by itself and he wakes up to hearing like a woman screaming. And he realizes the game has not only turned on by itself, but his character, Morgan, is right at that location where you encounter the spirit of the woman. Another creepy thing, when they were making the Fatal Frame game, the Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, the director, Makoto Shibata, said that it was a custom in Japan that when you would make a horror game, that you would go to a shrine and perform this purification ritual. He opted out of doing that because he wanted to have supernatural experiences while they were developing this game. So he said when they were recording some of the sound for the game, they picked up a voice. And when they tried to re-record this piece of sound, it just kept returning. So eventually he gave up and was like, we're just going to put it in the video game. He said another thing that happened to him was he was visiting some relatives at this old hot springs hotel in Japan. And he said he went to bed one night and he woke up and there was a man staring out the window. And he said he slowly just disappeared right in front of his eyes. He goes over to the window and realizes he was looking out at the full moon. And he said that partly inspired him to write this game and come up with the name for the game. He said another time he was in the studio, it was late and there was no beds. So he went into one of the rooms and found this ping pong table and laid down, took a nap. He said he woke up to this little girl walking in circles around the table, singing numbers in like this verse. And it was like 6, 5, 3, 8. And like, so he took that experience and put it in the game. And he said many other things happened that were actually used in the developing of this video game.
If you ever played RDR2, and people who make those games, there is a lot put into those games. And that part with that ghost woman is pretty creepy.
Energy goes in, energy comes out.
Yeah, so it's just like people who are in horror movies and then a lot of stuff happens to them. So
it's real.
Yeah, be careful. And if you do like playing them, shield, protect yourself, do something. Just don't be like this open vessel to taking into whatever it's feeding you.
Hi. Okay, so last night I was playing video games with my friends and one of my friends was like, "Hey, is your sister home?" And I'm like, "No, my sister's not home." And he's like, well, there's a woman behind you. And I'm like, no, there's no one here and everything. And I turn around and I'm like, no, there's no one. He's like, no, there's someone behind you. And so he decides to take a screenshot because, you know, here's all of us. Don't mind us. It's late at night, like 11 o'clock. And we're all just fucking chilling, playing video games. And he takes a screenshot, and this is the screenshot. And over in the corner of my door right here is a figure. I will particularly show more what the figure looks like, but it's a woman, and it's fucking creepy. Here it is, like, closer. You can see the outline of a woman, and I'm just like, okay, weird. And then when you, I took a picture on my computer, like, I took a picture of my computer screen to get a better view of it, and this is the picture. This bitch was fucking stalking me. Who the fuck are you? No. No Victorian child better be in my room looking at me while I'm playing video games. This shit's creepy. Yeah, no. And I swear to God, in my whole motherfucking life, this is 100% fucking real. None of my friends know Photoshop or anything, and this was taken at the exact moment of all of us at, like, what the fuck? Hey, but I live with a ghost. You're gonna pay rent, bitch, because fucking it's expensive out here, so gimme.
What were we just saying about video games?
Yeah.
It's playing a video game.
That either it looks like a little girl or an alien. I can't tell.
It's kind of, I don't know what it is, but it's definitely watching him.
Yeah, I don't like looking at it.
No.
It's unsettling. For sure. What do you guys think it is?
Did you see the dragon skull that they found in Romania? Apparently someone was digging a well and stumbled upon what looks like a dragon skull at the bottom of this well. And this sent me down a rabbit hole. The Chinese use dragon bones for medicine. Now, this dates back like 5,000 years ago. Not only that, but the dragon is the only animal on their astrology chart that would be considered missed. All the other animals are out there, and it's odd that the dragon is even on there. The fact that dragons have been talked about through all of history, all over the world, it seems like everybody's connected with these dragons. I find it odd how hard it was for other cultures to communicate with each other, but not only that, I find it weird that one of the subjects that's going to come up is to be like, did you hear about them dragons? Because I doubt that's one of the things you're going to talk about to a completely new culture. But I don't know, maybe the dragons are out there and we just don't know it. Maybe that's the ones that live beneath the earth. Everybody keeps saying lizard people, and it's actually dragons. It's freaking dragons controlling everything. Anyways, hope you all have a great day.
It is fascinating that the Chinese astrology has a dragon, which is the only fictional character in the Chinese zodiac, which I just happen to be a dragon myself. I think there's something to it, Rach.
Yeah, I definitely think dragons
were real.
Yeah.
I love dragons. I feel drawn to them, not just because I am a dragon, but because I just love them.
Maybe they still exist secretly.
When you said, what about the angel?
Oh, he come to this house here.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, who are you? He said, I'm an angel from heaven. So God sent me down. He said, I'm not the only person God sent down. They sent down over 100 angels to watch over people like me.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, how he know me? He said, God knows you by name. And he sent me down to your address. I said, well, how he know my address?
Don't tell me your address, but when you say he don't come through the door, how do he come in?
In the light.
In the light?
Yeah. But from that night on, that day on, he tried to talk stuff to me.
When he sit on your thing and had as a light to you, you say he'll touch you and it feels like what now?
He'll do what?
You said when he touches you, it feels like what? It feels cold?
No, like this.
And you said you think it's what? Medicine?
Yeah, cold drops of water. I say it's water, but it's like some drops of rain. Drops on my leg, this leg here. Because I be praying for the whole body, but it drops it down long in here. 1 or 2 drops, that's all. And I never see it and I never feel nothing, because when I feel it, I feel like it's water.
And what
And
what
I
do you
told
believe
him,
it is?
I believe it's medicine from God.
Okay.
Because I told Helen about it.
My Lord.
And Helen said, Mama, said, that's what it is. That's medicine, but you think it's water. That's what I
Yes.
said, because it'll be cold
Right.
when it drop it on me.
Praise God.
You know, that's the...
So what do we need to do, Grandma? We need to continue to do what?
Huh?
What do we need to continue to do? Trust God? We need to continue to trust God?
I ain't never stopped.
Amen.
And I ask God, tell God what I want. And all this stuff. I ain't never stopped trusting God since I got religion.
That's really cool.
I love Grandma's angel. Do you believe that he was healing her or helping her to stay alive?
Yeah, maybe preparing her to cross over.
It's good to have some angels amongst all of the devils we've been seeing.
Yeah.
The UK is now arresting people for praying in their heads. I seriously wish that was an exaggeration, but it's not. I want to quickly show you a clip from the new documentary by Angel Studios called Live Not by Lies. Now, what you're going to see in this clip is a woman just standing on the sidewalk. She was 2 blocks away from an abortion center, and she was standing there silently. And the police arrived and decided to ask her what she was doing.
What are you here for today?
Physically, I'm just hungry here.
Okay. Why here of all places? I know you don't live nearby.
But this is an abortion centre.
Okay, that's why I just... Is you standing here part of the protest?
No. I'm not protesting.
Are you praying?
I might be praying in my head.
So I'll ask you once more, will you voluntarily come with us now to the police station for me to ask you some questions about today and other days where there are allegations that you've broken public space protection?
If I've got a choice, then no.
Okay, well then you're under arrest.
That woman was then arrested and charged for a violation of public protection. She was standing 2 blocks away from an abortion clinic and praying in her head. We have now reached the point of thought crime. Yeah, in case you were unaware, there's a couple books that teach you where that leads to in the future. But if you don't like reading, you can always watch Angel Studios' Live Not by Lies. I can tell you as somebody who has watched it, it's eye-opening and at the same time horrifying. But that makes sense because the liberal world that they're trying to create is pretty fucking horrifying.
To our UK brothers and sisters, what is happening over there? I know we have freedom of speech here, but you can't even pray in your head now? You can't even make social media posts that they don't agree with? You can't speak your truth?
Florida continues to be the hotbed of UFO sightings on their waters, literally on their waters or above. This next sighting comes from an unidentified man who sees this weird craft UFO hovering on the water, and they have no idea what it is. It looks like it has like some sort of force field or glow around it. This one's weird, and it's one we have not seen before. Take a look at this. Comment below and tell me what you think this could be.
Looks like the cruise ship flipped over and it's shaped as a fish now.
What is going on?
Florida's a hotbed. You're going there soon.
Yeah.
Are you going to go look out for the UAPs?
No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe once I'm on the ground.
I think you'll see enough weird shit over at the Scientology buildings.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all, something massive just happened on the earth, y'all. And just to prove it, look at the skies of Norway, y'all. Look at this. Look at these insane auroras just lighting up the sky of Norway, y'all. Also, when I looked at the video, I peeped this thing over here in the skies. And when I zoomed into it, it looked like this, y'all. It looked like somebody literally cut a piece of the sky open. Y'all see that? It looks like a smoke ring as well, but it looks like somebody just cut a piece of the cloud out or the sky out. Check this out from Disney World. Y'all see this? These are not just a byproduct of solar storms. Something deeper is happening here. Y'all see, look at the colors. Look, y'all see that? It's flashing. And then y'all remember this portal that opened up all over the UK? Do y'all believe this has something to do with this? We've all seen some amazing videos of the aurora borealis, but nothing like this, y'all. This is breathtaking. This is literally Lisa Frank. When you think of Lisa Frank, you literally see this. The Hopi, the Norse, the indigenous tribes all across the world, they knew these lights were sacred. They knew when the sky danced, they understood that change was coming. And there's a great shift that's happening right now, right underneath their foot, y'all. And I believe sooner or later, everyone's going to see this around the world, y'all. The shift is here. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace.
That looks like a giant oil spill in the sky.
It's beautiful. It's otherworldly. It's almost like we're not on planet Earth. Have you ever seen an aurora like that before? They're usually like blues and greens, right?
No, I've never seen anything like that.
It reminds me of something from What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams. Did you ever see that movie?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just think things are getting real weird. We are having such a intense shift in our Earth's atmosphere and the weather and the skies and what we're seeing in the skies. This is a crazy time to be alive.
It is,
folks. So,
but exciting.
Yeah, buckle up.
We have got to talk about this viral, potentially paranormal security camera footage that's all over TikTok right now. It was posted by TikTok user Mandy ASMR22, who has been documenting her paranormal experiences for the past couple of years on this account. However, this video, the one that has 9.4 million views, it's a little bit different from all the others. In this clip, taken straight from security cameras outside of Mandy's own home, we first hear what sounds like disembodied whistling, and then the sound of somebody whispering, "Let me in." Later on in the video, you even hear what almost sounds like something scratching at the door. And the entire experience has left Mandy so freaked out, wondering what it could possibly be that she caught on camera, because you don't see anything in the video, you only hear it. I don't know, but what are your thoughts? What do you think this could be? Stay spooky, friends.
Does that sound familiar?
It does. We have an episode dropping on Wednesday with some actual evidence you're going to hear from my security camera that sounds awfully familiar to this video.
Ain't my business. It ain't my business. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I think I resonate with that.
Yes.
She's my spirit animal. And that is the best meditation I've ever seen.
Absolutely. Hands down. Thanks, guys, for tuning in with us and watching some more strange and unusual content. Anything that you guys want to share with us, feel free to email us at tothespiritpod@gmail.com. If you have any weird photos or videos or stories that you'd like us to debut, let us know. And also, if you just can't get enough of us, you can always listen to our podcast too, or To the Spirit podcast, which we stream on all platforms. So thank you guys again for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys, and we love chatting back and forth with you. So until next time.